Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for 5th of January. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First is EPFO extended the deadline to upload which details for higher pension options till dash. So EPFO. What is EPFO? Employees Provident Fund Organization. They have approved a 5 months extension. They have approved a 5-month extensions for employers for uploading the wage details of higher pensions options online. Earlier the date was 31st of December 2023, and now it has been extended by 5 months. Now the date is 31st of May 2024. Correct? And the information for this was provided by Ministry of Labor and Employment. What is the reason behind this? That with over 3.6 lakhs pending applications for the validation of joint options, the EPFO has approved an extension to facilitate the employers in processing these outstanding submissions. If we talk about EPFO, who is the Chief Executive Officer here? Neelam Shami Rao. Headquarter of this EPFO is in New Delhi, and it was established in 1952. Next thing, if I ask you, tell me, recently in which city an international airport is being constructed? We know that it is Noida, Jewar Airport. Apart from this, in Surat also an international airport is being constructed. Then Central Tribal University will be set up where? Central Tribal University. Where this Central Tribal University will be set up? It will be set up in Telangana. Correct? Next, under Krishi Udan scheme. Under Krishi Udan scheme of the government, how many new airports will be covered under this Krishi Udan? A total of 58 airports will be covered under this Krishi Udan. Correct? Then next tell me, where was the 67th National School Games started? 67th edition of the National School Games. They started where? In New Delhi. And the first ever edition of the Para Youth Games were also held where? In New Delhi. Next is NHAI and NRSC. They have entered into a memorandum of understanding to develop and report green cover index for national highways in India. In order to report about the greenery, in order to report about the routes which these highways should take, in order to provide data about where the impact of this national highway will be there on the environment. Correct. For this, for the next 3 years, here NHAI, and they signed this MOU with NRSC, that is National Remote Sensing Center. Correct. And this is NRSC, this is one of the most important centers of ISRO. This MOU between them was for 3 years, and it was to develop a report on green cover index for the vast national highways network in India. Correct. So important thing is this NHAI, they signed this MOU with NRSC, that is one of the important centers of ISRO, and this MOU was for 3 years. If we talk about NRSC, who is the director here? Dr. Prakash Chauhan. Headquarters is in Hyderabad, Telangana, and it was established in 1974. Next, tell me, recently Kashi Tamil Sangam 2.0, Kashi Tamil Sangam 2.0, this was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Where? It was inaugurated in Varanasi, and this will enhance the culture between Tamil Nadu and Varanasi. Correct. Or we can say between Tamil Nadu and UP. Then recently, in order to develop industrial corridor in India, Asian Development Bank, they have pledged how much amount? A total of $250 million will be provided to India for the industrial corridor development in India. Next is President Draupadi Murmu ma'am. She gave assent to two bills on December 2023. The two bills here are, first, remember, it is the Chief Election Commissioner and Other Election Commissioners Bill 2023, and second is the Press and Registration of the Periodicals Bills 2023. If we talk about these bills, remember here, this the Chief Election Commissioner and Other Election Commissioners Bill 2023. The key purpose of this bill is to put in place a mechanism for the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioners. Right? Mark this, important. Then this bill will replace the Election Commissions Act of 1991. Important thing is that how our chief election commissioners and election commissioners will be elected. For this bill was introduced. Second is the Press and Registration of Periodicals Bills 2023. This will replace the Press and Registration of Book Acts of 1867, and the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting is the concerned ministry that highlights this bill. Correct. The aim of this bill is to modernize and simplify the registration and declaration process, and this will help the publishers in easing up the procedure and reducing the numbers of declarations and filings. Right? For this press and registration of periodical bills was launched. Right? Aim is to modernize and simplify the registration and declaration process. Correct. Next, tell me, according to Motilal Oswal study, who is the biggest wealth creator? Which organization is the biggest wealth creator? It is Reliance. Right? Then Reliance Jio, they partnered with which IIT to develop a Bharat GPT? It is IIT Bombay. Correct? Next, Atal Health Fair. Atal Health Fair. Where was this Atal Health Fair held? This was held in Lucknow. Atal Health Fair, and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar ji inaugurated this Atal Health Fair in Lucknow. Next, which airline became the first Indian airline to carry 100 million passengers in a particular year? It is Indigo. Indigo became the first airline to carry 100 million passengers in a particular year. Then next, tell me, which organization has opened a generative AI studio in Bangalore? So this generative AI studio is in Bangalore, and it was opened by Accenture. It was opened up by Accenture. Correct? Then Kuno Forest Festival. Kuno Forest Festival. Where do we observe this Kuno Forest Festival? It is observed in Madhya Pradesh. Correct? Next, Next is how many products from Arunachal Pradesh recently got GI tag. GI is your geographical indication tag, correct? So with these three new tags, first of all remember three tags got GI tag from Arunachal Pradesh, and with this the total number of products from Arunachal Pradesh that got GI tag is 8. Which are these products? Adi Kekri, handmade carpets, and Vancho craft. These are the three products that recently got GI tag from Arunachal Pradesh. Next. Next, if I ask you friends, tell me. Recently, Dalai Lama inaugurated first international Sangha forum where? So Dalai Lama inaugurated the first international Sangha forum where in Bodh Gaya. Correct. Next, recently SANS. This was an initiative, or we can say this was a campaign launched by Manipur in order to campaign against which disease. So this SARS campaign was launched by Manipur in order to campaign against pneumonia disease. Next, one more thing, tell me, recently Jute Corporation of India has launched an application for the farmers. What is the name of that particular application? That is Path Mitro. Path Mitro is the name of the application launched for farmers by the Jute Corporation of India, that is JICA. Not JICA, right? JICA is your Japan International Cooperation Agency, that is different, right? By Jute Corporation of India. Next, here you can see these are the three products here. Moving on. Next is QCI. QCI recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which organization to enhance the quality of khadi products. So QCI, that is your Quality Council of India, they have recently signed a memorandum of understanding with KVIC, that is Khadi and Village Industries Commission, and the MOU was to improve the quality of khadi products. To improve the quality of khadi products, right? This was the main aim of this MOU signed between QCI and KVIC. As per this MOU, here QCI, they will assist KVIC in training various individuals for product quality, improving productivity, marketing, right, etc. And this collaboration will give a new identity to khadi as a made in India label and aims to position khadi products as a symbol of quality globally. Next, which organization launched India's first credit pass that was powered by CIBIL? So, which is it? Tell me. Which organization launched India's first credit pass powered by CIBIL? It is Bajaj Finserv. Right? Mark this. So, it is a first of its kind subscription in India. Right? And this credit pass, and this will enable the customers to get real-time access of their credit dashboard to track and monitor their credit health, that is your CIBIL score. Correct? Next, before moving on, this is your Bajaj Finserv. They have launched this first credit pass powered by CIBIL. This will be giving, this is a basically subscription mode in India, and this will basically give the credit dashboard or credit health that we can monitor. Right, this credit pass is powered by TransUnion CIBIL Limited, correct, a credit information company operating in India. Now, next thing, remember, we are talking about banking and finance. RBI issues master directions on commercial paper and non-convertible debentures 2024. I repeat, recently, remember, the RBI, they issued a directions 2024, here you can see, which will come into effect from April 1, 2024. These directions, they have been issued in the exercise of the power conferred under these sections, right? If we talk about this NCD, non-convertible debentures, this means a secured money market instrument with a tenure between 90 days to 1 year. These are your non-convertible debentures. Commercial papers, this means this is an unsecured money market instrument that is used in the form of a note with maturity between 7 days and a maximum of 1 year of the issue date. Now we talk about some of these guidelines. These commercial papers and NCDs, they must be issued and held in a dematerialized form with SEBI. Second, the minimum denomination for these CPs and NCDs is 5 lakh rupees or a multiple of 5 lakh rupees. Then we have seen the tenure that of these CPs is for 7 to 1 year and for these NCDs from 90 days to 1 year. Then issuance of these CPs and NCDs with options such as your call and put option is not allowed, and underwriting or co-acceptance is also prohibited. The next thing, remember, primary issuance of these CPs and NCDs that involve both fund payment to the issuer and issuance of investors must be settled within T plus 4 working days from the deal. Right? So these are some of the guidelines that has been recently issued. Moving on. Next, here you can see Bajaj Finance Limited. They have also announced a digital fixed deposit with an interest of 8.85%. I repeat, Bajaj Finance Limited and NBFC, that is a subsidiary of Bajaj Finserv Limited, they have launched a digital fixed deposit with offers an interest rate of up to 8.85%. The digital FD can be booked through the Bajaj Finserv mobile application and website, and the revised rates will be applicable on fresh deposits and renewals of maturity deposits of up to 5 crore rupees for a tenure of 3.5 years. Next is AU Small Finance Bank. They have collaborated with which organization to launch a platinum debit card? So AU Small Finance Bank, they collaborated with MasterCard. MasterCard is a USA based company, right? And they will be launching MasterCard Platinum debit card that is specifically designed for corporate salary customers. The card was introduced under the theme hashtag swipe and save. Correct? I repeat, AU Small Finance Bank, they partnered with MasterCard to launch MasterCard Platinum debit card, and this is designed for corporate salary customers. The card was introduced under the theme hashtag swipe and save. Correct? The cardholders can withdraw and make purchases of up to 2 lakh rupees per day, and the ATM fund transmit limit made by the card is up to 20,000, and contactless transactions can be of up to 5,000 rupees. If we talk about AU Small Finance Bank, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer? Sanjay Agarwal. Jaipur, Rajasthan is the headquarter, and it was established in 1996. Next, which country has introduced green tax on air passengers from 2025? So it will be Denmark. They will be imposing green tax from 2025 on air passengers. Next if I ask you, tell me recently who became the president of Egypt? Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, right? Then who has taken over who became the new president of Wrestling Federation of India, but his team was suspended? Sanjay Singh. Next, who has been reappointed as the ED of ICICI Bank? Sandeep Batra. Next, what are the currencies in which World Bank has issued bonds to finance social projects? So, which is those currency? Three currencies. In three currencies, World Bank issued bonds to finance social projects. They are US dollars, Canadian dollars, and Australian dollars. So these are the three currencies in which in which World Bank have issued bonds to finance various social projects across the world. And here World Bank's arm IBRD, that is your International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, will be acting as a issuer here. Correct? If we talk about Australian AUD, this will be a 5-year sustainable development bond for $2 billion AUD. For US dollar, it will be a 7-year sustainable development bond for $5 billion. And for Canadian Australian dollar, it will Canadian dollar, it will be 1.4 billion dollar for 7 years. If we talk about World Bank, who is the president? He is an Indian, Ajay Banga, headquarters in Washington, DC, USA. Next, next is India's rating for GDP growth rate for fiscal year 24 has been increased from 6.2% to dash. So India's GDP growth rate for fiscal year 24 has been increased from 6.2% to 6.7%. Right? Mark this, take a note of it. So right option here becomes option 1. Next here you can see India's rating raises India's GDP. So according to India rating, the GDP growth rate is 6.7% now for fiscal year 24. Next is science and technology. SpaceX has launched first direct-to-cell Starlink satellite. I repeat, Falcon 9 of SpaceX launched 21 Starlink satellites and has introduced the first 6 direct-to-cell satellites to low Earth orbit from Space Launch Complex. Correct? That is in California, USA. If we talk about these direct-to-cell satellites, their aim is to provide global access to text, call, and browse across all the terrain and location coverage without changing the hardware or firmware. This will eliminate the dead zones. Right, the dead zone is a place that does not receive a signal. Correct, such as when you go to some high altitude, sometimes you don't get signals. Correct, so this will eliminate the dead zones with network integration similar to a standard roaming partner. Right, so these are your direct to cell satellites, and 6 of such direct to cell satellites were recently launched by Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX into low Earth orbit. And we know Starlink is the world's first and the largest satellite constellation that is using low Earth orbit to deliver internet services to the users. The first of the 60 Starlink satellites were launched in May 2019, and we can see now thousands of satellites into space now. If we talk about SpaceX and Starlink, both are founder who is the both founder and CEO of both company? Elon Musk. Correct. Next is important days. World Braille Day. We observe this on 4th of January, World Braille Day. And this is to raise awareness about the Braille as a communication medium for the people who are blind. This day is observed on the birth anniversary of Louis Braille. Louis Braille. Correct. He was a 19th century French author who invented this Braille script for the blind people. And 4th of January, it is observed as in 2023 as the 6th edition of the World Braille Day. And this year was the 215th birth anniversary of Louis Braille. Next is state news. West Bengal's government declared Poila Baisakh as the state day and Tagore's Banglar Mati Banglar Jal as state song. I repeat, West Bengal government has recently declared Poila Baisakh, the Bengali New Year, as the state day, and the Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore's 1905 song, that is The Soil of Bengal, the Water of Bengal, as the state song. Mark this. Right. So when do we observe Bangla Divas? Bangla Divas will be observed basically on the 14th or 15th of April. Right. So Poila Baisakh is celebrated as the first day of the Baisakh month and the first month of the Bengali calendar year, which usually falls on 14th or 15th of April. This then next song, that is your state song, it will be 1 minute 59-second long song and shall be played compulsorily at the commencement of an all official functions in West Bengal. Right, and national anthem shall be played compulsorily after that particular function. Right, so these two things are important. Do take a note of it. Next is your PFC, right? Power Finance Corporation. They recently signed an MOU with Gujarat government for power projects that are worth 25,000 crore rupees. I repeat, PFC. They recently signed an MOU with the government of Gujarat, and this MOU was for various power projects that are worth 25,000 crore rupees. right? These projects will include power generation, transmission, and distribution projects, right? If we talk about PFC, Power Finance Corporation, who is the chairman and managing director here? Parminder Chopra. Headquarter is in New Delhi, right? Next is Assam state. They have celebrated the 14th Chandubi festival. I repeat, 14th Chandubi festival from 1st to 5th of January 2024 was celebrated in which state? It was celebrated in Assam. This Chandubi festival, this is a 5 day long festival held from the first day of the new year along with Chandubi Lake in Assam, and the 14th edition of this Chandubi festival was held from 1st to 5th of January 2024. Right? This festival celebrates the cultural heritage of Assam's tribal communities such as Rabhas, Garos, Gorkhas, etc. that live near the Chandubi Lake. So friends, these are your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go to one-liner revision. EPFO has extended the deadline to upload the wage details for higher pension options till 31st of May. NHAI and NRSC, they entered into an MOU to develop Report Green Cover Index for the national highways in India. President Draupadi Murmu ma'am, she gave assent to 2 bills on December 2023. Then 3 products from Arunachal Pradesh got GI tag, and the total number of products from Arunachal Pradesh that got GI tag is 8 now. Adi Kekri, Handmade Carpets, and Vancho Craft. QCI and KVIC, they recently signed an MOU to enhance the quality of Khadi products and has introduced Made in India Khadi labels. Then RBI has issued Master Direction on Commercial Paper and Non-Convertible Debentures, that is NCDs. Then Bajaj Finserv, they have launched India's first credit pass that will be powered by Civil, and this will be a subscription based model. Next is your AU Small Finance Bank. They collaborated with MasterCard to launch Platinum Debit Card. West Bengal, they have issued bonds in, World Bank, they have introduced bonds in 3 currencies, that is your Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, and US dollar. India Rating raises India's GDP growth rate forecast to fiscal year 24 to 6.7%, that was earlier 6.2%. Then SpaceX has launched the first direct to cell Starlink satellites. World Braille Day observed on 4th of January. West Bengal government, they have declared Poila Baisakh as the state day and Rabindranath Tagore's Banglar Mati Banglar Jal as the state song. This song is 1 minute 59 second long. Then PFC, they signed an MOU with Gujarat government for power projects that are worth 25,000 crore rupees. Then Assam government, they have celebrated the 14th Chandubai festival from 1st to 5th of January 2024. So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Next is our homework section. So there will be 5 homework questions, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students. First is building trust in science is the theme of which special day celebrated on 10th of November. Second, APAR, which was seen in news, is registry associated with which field. Third, India undertook Bongo Sagar 23 and corporate exercise with the Navy of which country? Fourth, what is the name of the world's first robot CEO? Important. Name the company also for which this robot was appointed CEO. Fifth, which Indian company partnered with US-based Archer Aviation for all electric air taxi services? So these are your 5 homework questions, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. Also, if you find the session interesting, all you have to do is share the link of this video with your friends and let them know about this interesting platform. And do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com. And I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.